You know, the distance formula is actually equivalent to the Pythagorean theorem, and I want to show you that because one way of finding distances between 2 points or the length of a line segment is to use the Pythagorean theorem. Check out this example. Here I have the line segment PR, and you can see that the coordinates here are -4, 6, and for R2, -2. Well, you see, if I draw a little dotted horizontal line over and a little dotted vertical line up, they meet at this point. I'm going to call it Q, and you can see it has coordinates. Well, the x-coordinate will be the same as the x-coordinate of R, and the y-coordinate of Q is going to be the same as the y-coordinate of P, so it's 2, 6. And if you notice, the really neat thing is this is a little right triangle. In fact, maybe it'd be more familiar if I turn it this way and you can see it. But the truth is, even if I twist it back, it's still a right triangle. And so we can use the Pythagorean theorem. If we can figure out this length and figure out that length, then I can use the Pythagorean theorem, which says that if I call this length A, then A squared plus, and if I call this length B, B squared, will equal the length of this side squared. Well, we can find the lengths of these sides just by simply subtracting. So here, what's the length of this? Well, this y value is at 6. This y value is at -2. So if I take 6 and subtract -2, I get 8. And so this length right here is 8. What about this length here? Well, this number right here is 2. And I've traveled all the way over to here, which you can see is -4. And so this is 2. This is -4. And so what's the length? It's 2 minus -4, which is 6. And so I've got a little triangle here. I can put in 6 for A, so I see 6 squared, and 8 for B, and so I see 8 squared, and that equals C squared. So that's 36 plus 64 equals C squared, or C squared is the same thing as 100. Now C is that positive length right there, so what positive number, when squared, gives me 100? Well, C equals the square root of 100, which equals 10. And so, in fact, this length is 10. So I found the length of this with actually using the Pythagorean theorem, which is the underpinning for, in fact, the distance formula. Cool stuff.